Hey everyone, how are you? Happy Monday! Happy Monday, day after Easter. So I'm popping in super quick, like maybe 5 minutes, because my kids had the day off. My kids had off school on Friday. They have off school today, and so I kept my calendar today blank, and I chose to take the day off. And so I wanted to talk about this thing called work-life balance. And I don't believe I think that that's a misnomer. Balance, right? I think that like we balance our work and our life. It's all our life. All of it. And so I'm in this process of transforming my belief system and my mindset about what work actually means. Like, what does it actually mean to work? And when I'm on purpose, which I am like on fire right now on purpose, doesn't feel like work. So when I am in tune to what I'm here for, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, my bigger vision for myself, but my bigger vision for people, the planet, it sounds really big, but it also is mission-based work. Like it's vision and mission-based work that I feel like I'm meant to do, I'm supposed to do. So I am a recovering workaholic. Like, legitimately can throw myself into what I do and have this kind of perfectionist controlling place that I come from with it. Like, I gotta produce results and I really have to get this thing out and it's time sensitive, and so where I've decided to live, where I've decided to come from, this place that I've decided to orient myself from, that I can see work from, is something bigger than me. So I don't even know how to explain it. So I'm giving up, and this is big for me because I am a controller, a perfectionist, controlling, driving doer, and have been for a really long time. And that has produced results like a little bit. So my shift is that I'm coming from who am I being? Like, there's a beingness, there's something bigger than me at play, and I'm starting to tap into that. And that doesn't feel like work. That doesn't feel like work. It takes a level of trust and faith that I've never had. I am not a faithful person. I'm a controlling person. Controlling means I have to do all the work. I have to do the things and produce the things and get the things out into the world. And when I get to sit back and, you hear this term co-create. When I get to co-create because I'm still and I've listened and I'm listening to my intuition and I'm listening to the gifts that I have that are not from anything that I've studied, and they're not from anything that I learned in college, and they're not from anything that I learned with my clients, and they also are, but they're not from me. They don't come from here. They come from here, heart, spirit, soul. Then it's easy. Today, I have a pretty big goal that I'm working towards this week. It's, due in 3 days. I have a really big goal. Today, my tendency would be get on the phones, hammer it, do as much as I possibly can do. And I'm taking today, and I'm going to go take my kids to the museum, and we're going to have a picnic outside. It's absolutely gorgeous here. It's unheard of for it to be like 80s and like late April. It's unheard of. So it's super like mild. The weather here is really mild. It's not 90s and 100s. It will be in a couple days. End of the week, it'll be like 100. And then it's really hard to be outside. But today, my kids are off school, and I'm choosing to have complete faith and trust in the universe that I am being and doing everything that needs to be done, and everything that needs, like, my place that I'm coming from is producing the result, and it's already done. This is not natural for me. Like, I emphasize again, anyone who actually knows me and they've seen me in my past, it is, I gotta do, I gotta do, I gotta do. So this for me is really, it really is taking some level of trust in something greater than myself, something that I get to tap into. And I'm also reading the Anatomy of the Spirit by Carolyn Myss. I started that this morning. Holy smokes. Like heart, soul wide open, right? So as human beings, we operate in this physical realm. We operate, in the things that we can see, touch, prove, touch, and they're physical. Like that's me. Like I gotta see it before I believe it. And so I'm tapping into this next level for myself, and my ego and my controller and my perfectionist want to scream. They want to just absolutely scream. And I know that's a fear-based conversation. So I'm choosing to have a faith-based conversation, a spirit-based conversation, which is, I trust, I know it's on its way, I can feel it coming, thank you, thank you, thank you. So with that, I choose to take the day and go be with my girls. Whenever I talk about this is coming up so much in my coaching with my clients. Women have this notion, like I did, like the more that I do, the better I'll be. The more that I accomplish, the better I'll feel. The more that I produce, the more worthy I am. And we have it wrong. Like we just have it so wrong. And all of that creates dis-ease. It creates strife. It creates stress. And we are not creators when we're in that space. We're out of alignment. So, sounds woo-woo. Whatever it is the path to that I have witnessed in my community, in my mastermind, the people that I associate with, the master level, like the leaders, the master level trainers that I am learning from. So these are, it is a place of, it is coming from a place of beingness. It's coming from a place of already whole, already perfect and complete, already done. So what would you do today differently? What would you do today differently if you knew it was already done? Like if you knew the thing that you were working on was already done, what would you give up? Because for me, perfectionism is, it's not quite ready. It's not quite perfect enough. It's not quite, and so I get caught up in this kind of chasing this, I gotta do more, I gotta do more, I gotta do more, rather than do the work that needs to be done and then receive. Work in alignment with my vision and then receive. That is completely foreign to me, like completely foreign. So that's the stuff that I'm actually focusing on, going towards. When I'm with people, and the conversations that I'm having with people are extraordinary, and the breakthroughs that they're having are extraordinary, and they don't even feel like they're coming from me because they're not coming from here, they're coming from here. It's phenomenal. So my recommendation to you is do something today that feels good. Like I'm so excited. I'm usually not like this. So weird. I'm usually not, whenever my kids have off, I'm like, oh my God, I have so much to do. I can't even, look at my little phony tail. I just threw my hair back, my short haircut. Like I can't even, I have so much work to do. And I'm reveling in the moments, like the moment that I have with my two daughters, and we get to go to the museum and we get to have a picnic outside and probably go for a bike ride. Like that to me is bliss. Like that is absolute bliss. Bliss. Regardless of my circumstance. Regardless of my circumstance. So I invite you to look at your life today from a place of giving up that you're the one that's operating the show, and really tapping into something spiritual, something divine, something outside of yourself, something bigger than yourself. Our desires, our dreams, our visions, our hopes, all of those things are there because that is what we're supposed to do on the planet. That's what we're supposed to do while we're here on the planet. We're supposed to connect and love, and we're supposed to spread that to each other, bring each other together, lift each other up. And I know it sounds weird, right? It sounds like, oh, you know, and I always used to be like, yeah, that's really great for you. That's really great for you. But I am taking on this trusting and this faithfulness and this being in a space of receiving, really receiving, because I can only do so much. I physically can only do so much. I physically can only hold so much, but the universe is infinite. God is infinite. God is pure potential. Like, we are pure potential. We just limit it because we're in this shell, right? So I just wanted to throw this out there. What can you release today? What can you give up today to spirit? What can you do that is in alignment with feeling good? Like, give yourself something today that isn't work related, that isn't productive, that isn't, you know, a to-do or a task, but just being. Just like revel in being and do something that fills you with joy. Do something that fills you with joy today. So be in a space in nature, or, I mean, you know, talk with someone who brings you joy. Do something that brings you joy. And that could be, for me, that's like reading a book. It really is like reading a book, because I don't allow myself to do that because I don't have the time. You have the time. You have the time. So watch what happens to your time when you actually expand your you know, your ability to actually just be, and also to tap into things that you can't even really explain. So do something today that brings you joy. That's access to you. Like, doing something that makes you happy is your access to tapping into this like reservoir of unlimited potential, space, time, money, love, all of it. It's the thing that we're looking here, but it's here. So take a minute today, take 30 minutes today, take an hour today, take the rest of the afternoon off to just be, to just do something joyful. That's what I'm going to do. So with that, I love you. I hope this serves you. I would love to hear what you decided to do with your day today, or just your next half hour or even 15 minutes. All right? See you tomorrow.